It's 10 o'clock, so I'll go ahead and call this meeting to order. This is a regular Commissioners Court meeting, County of Starr, Monday, June 22nd. Let the record show that we do have quorum, everyone being present. If everyone would please stand for the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Any public comments?
Not at this time, Your Honor. No one has turned anything in.
Okay, first item is the vendors list. Mr. Perez.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners. You should have a copy of the vendors list there. There's only 2 new vendors. We've reviewed that and we recommend they be approved.
Motion to approve, Your Honor.
Moved and second to approve, discussion. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. The next is the claims, Mr. Perez.
Yes, again, you should have a copy of the claims report in front of you. We reviewed them and we recommend they be approved.
Move to approve.
Second.
Moved and second to approve, discussion. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. The next item is the burn ban, and the reason I put it on there is because we do have the fireworks next to it. Last month, I guess, we decided not to do it. It's up to y'all. Everything's kind of green right now, but
Get it dry
it's
quickly.
getting dry real quick. Yep.
Hopefully we approve it.
Approve the burn ban?
Yeah.
Second motion.
I have a motion and a second to approve the burn ban, discussion. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 7 is the same order that we pass every time that there's gonna be any safety of fireworks, yeah. And these are just the ones that are aerial.
Okay. I just move
Second, Your Honor. Second.
Moved and second to approve, discussion. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item number 8 is to extend the declaration of public health emergency in Starr County until July 24th. What we've been trying to do is pass it every 2 weeks, right before Commissioners Court, before it expires, just to keep it going. And really what this does, the declaration of emergency just allows us to tap into some of the funds that are available. The order that is passed, that's something different, you know. So I strongly recommend that we pass.
I second, Your Honor. Your Honor, I have a question on
Yes,
that.
sir.
What is the issue with the masks? With the masks,
Okay.
everybody, I mean,
Okay, what that is, Commissioner, is that the governor in his order said that he recommended that people wear the face coverings, but if they don't, there's nothing we can do.
there's nothing we can, okay.
We cannot charge a penalty or a fine or anything like that. However, Judge Wolf, the county judge in Bear County, in San Antonio, his people found a loophole where we cannot tell an individual, you must wear a face cover, but we can impose rules on the businesses.
Okay.
So then, what pretty much we all did, all the counties, is we said businesses have to wear a mask or a face cover, all your employees, and anyone going into your place of business must also have a face cover. If not, the owner of the business can get fined up to $1,000. So that's a way of
We do have
having,
that in order
Yes.
in your circumstances.
Oye, otra cosa, el curfew que supuestamente andaba poniendo el city.
yeah, the curfew, you know, and we did talk about it. We had a meeting, the mayors, Rose, myself, I don't know who else was on it, but anyhow, and I said we couldn't have a curfew because it goes against the governor's office. You know. Mission did, city of Mission did, and then the governor's people came in and they said this is not enforceable. So then Mission changed theirs from a mandatory
To a volunteer.
to a recommended.
Recommend, yeah.
Yeah. The
Porque
city of
todos me
Rio
estaban
Grande,
preguntando ayer, dije, no hay tal cosa.
no, the city of Rio Grande passed, my understanding, They passed a curfew, and they also passed that businesses such as massage parlors and this sort of thing had to be closed. And that goes against the governor. So when it was brought to their attention, they canceled their order, because I think they're gonna meet today to pass a new order, which would be pretty much what we passed. But that's what happened on that. Now, the other thing, you know, that the governor says, for example, dance halls, place of gatherings, you can have restaurants. Well, restaurants is 75% capacity. Everything else is 50% capacity. However, we in the county have that any private groups cannot be more than 10. So if I'm having a birthday party for my kid at the house, technically I cannot have more than 10 people. For example, Father's Day, everyone wants to get together, and it shouldn't be more than 10. The sheriff can go in there and really cite you if you have more than 10. Now, if you have a gathering at the KC Hall and you have 50, it's not a problem, because in those you can have up to 50% of capacity.
Hace una boda que había que iba a haber a 1000 gente, Ari nunca estaba en ese salón allá, atrás de la Ramírez Ford,
La estación,
Ya.
una
Versalles.
quinceañera.
Versalles.
no sé qué
Se llaman
Ari nunca iba a hacer.
estaciones.
No, hombre, se llama Versalles.
Versailles,
No.
yeah.
Versalles.
It's a,
Está nuevecito, está bruto.
Pero que a 1,000 people, que están invited a 1,000 people.
No sé, pero
Bueno,
pueden
claro.
meter hasta 750. Yo porque yo lo renté, porque está muy bueno. 750 people you can put in there.
Yeah, the thing is, you know,
No lo llena Trump.
if 750 is the capacity,
What time is 50%? Estás hablando de que 325.
375.
Sí, por ahí. 375.
So that's all they can have.
Bastante.
Yeah, that's quite a lot of people. Now, the capacity, sí, porque muchos hablan y dicen, no, pero el capacity, especially the swimming pools y todos los lugares, the capacity is 300, you know. It is not 300, you cannot get 300 people in the pool. The fire marshal has to go and rate it and say it's got a capacity of so much, and from there, we work the percent.
Pues one per square foot, no?
Pretty much.
How many square foot per person?
I don't know.
O sea, se me hizo a mí lo que es muy poquito, que como 3 o 10 square feet o algo así, ¿no? Es muy poquito lo que trae. por lo que
I would,
digo.
I would imagine it's different for the different venues. If it's a dance hall, well, you're gonna need a lot of space in the dancing area. So that you probably need more than if you're in a restaurant.
Está como el cenizo, yo me dijeron que tenía acá de 265 people en el centro ahí. Y el 25% era 63 o algo así.
Yeah, that's good.
Pues cuando dividieron se me hacía muy poco espacio para personas, pero
I don't know how they figure that, that's in the fire people.
bueno.
Anyhow, I did have a motion, a second, to extend the declaration, all in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 9 is to approve resolution authorizing the self-help center to submit on behalf of the county an application to the Department of Agriculture.
Yeah, this one is, that it's gonna be 259,000, okay? Out of that is 20,000 for administration. That money is gonna be to help the people with the rent, for the bills, on the coronavirus.
But only for colonias, right?
Yeah, for the colonias. So, we should need to serve 120 families with this money.
Yeah, that's very good, because I've gotten a lot of calls, because they see que Hidalgo is helping, and I tell them, well, we just don't have the money.
No, ahorita van a hacer, yo creo que but we're gonna serve about 249 or algo así. I think it's 200, but it's gonna be serving 120 families. And it's gonna be up to $1,900 or $2,000.
Motion to approve, Your Honor.
Is there a second?
Second motion.
Moved and second to approve, discussion. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 10 is an action item, and this to approve resolution for the coronavirus emergency supplemental funding program grant. I don't know what that is, pero, do you know already?
No.
From the DA? Do you know? It's a resolution for the coronavirus emergency supplement funding program grant.
I don't know if that has to do with the next item as well. I know they've got a new grant that came in that's COVID-19 related. I don't know, 10 and 11 or.
Shipping depot, what?
Emergency grant. Okay, this is an amount, I guess, to advance to pay this three different POs. They have been approved for reimbursement from forensic grant. Do you know?
Yes, that one, like I said, it has to do with that new forensic grant that they received at the DA's office, and it's a reimbursing grant. So they need to spend the money first, and then they'll get reimbursed. Apparently, these POs have already been approved for reimbursement. They just need to pay it first. So they get
Okay,
reimbursed.
but it is gonna be reimbursed?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
my understanding is it's already been approved for the reimbursement. And I don't know if.
So that money has been spent already?
No.
No, what
No,
they're,
that's what the loan is for, so that they can spend the money and then get reimbursed.
yeah. I guess the reimbursement has been approved already. That once we spend it, we'll get the money back. But they need to spend it. It's pretty much like what we have a lot of in federal state and some of the others, you know, where you spend and then get reimbursed. I guess it's
So
some.
that's what I'm saying, it's
Exactly.
already been spent, so we will,
No, it hasn't been
No.
spent. They're asking for the money so they can spend it, and then they get reimbursed. And then, por ejemplo, if they're gonna buy, let's say, a computer, it's already been approved that if you buy a computer, you get reimbursed, but you gotta buy it first before you can get reimbursed.
So we're number 10, Your Honor?
Well,
Very
let's skip to number 11, because number 10, I don't know, number 10 is just a resolution.
Now, if number 10 is tied to number 11, I would think that they need to approve number 10 before you can do 11.
Okay.
Motion to approve, Your Honor, number 10.
Second motion.
Moved and second to approve, discussion. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries, and then number 11 is to approve the loan of $25,000 and the understanding that we will get reimbursed from the forensic grant.
Motion to approve, Your Honor.
Second.
Moved and second, discussion. All in favor, please, aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Item 12 is an action item to approve the transfer of vehicle to Starr County Transport. Oh, yes, this is a pickup that we needed at the transfer station, and he had a confiscated truck that he's willing to let us have.
Motion to approve, Your
Second
Honor.
motion.
Second, discussion. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 13 is an action item, and this is to grant utility easement along North Ebony Road to service Lafayette Barrera and North Ebony.
Motion to approve, Your Honor. This is just that City of Roma needs permission from the county, since we did dedicate that city for, so that we can maintain it. And the City of Roma contacted me, and we needed to put on the agenda, so that's what we did. They're gonna add some water out there to a little ranch. Motion to approve.
Second.
Moved in second, discussion. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 14 is approving the list of election workers for July 14. The primary runoff, I think we have a list of those.
Motion to approve, Your Honor.
Second motion.
Moved and second to approve, discussion. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item, well, let's see, these are budget amendments. Item 15 through
27, I believe.
27 are budget amendments, Mr. Felix?
Yes, sir. On all of those, with the exception of item number 25, 25 needs to be tabled.
So it is.
¿Cuál es?
Okay, 15,
So you have it.
15 through
15 through
24.
20.
So 24 table.
No,
No,
no.
no.
No, the 25. No hay dinero.
25 is the only one being tabled.
Ah, 25. ¿De quién es? Ah, no, mío.
Table.
Del Rubén. Y Nel de Rubén.
Okay, is there a motion to approve items 15 through 27 with the exception of item 25?
Motion to approve, Your Honor.
Second.
Moved and second, discussion. All in favor, please, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 28 is to approve a budget correction for the COVID-19 account. Javi, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the one where we made a new account for all the COVID expenses, where we put up the 300 and some thousand.
Right, so up until the time that we got the grant money, the 300 and some thousand, we've been using an account under the general fund,
Right.
health and welfare, where we were putting everything that we were expensing for that. So now that we've got the money, we opened up a new account, we opened up a new fund. We're looking to reimburse what was spent by the county from the county, general fund. And then from now on, all expenses will be coming out of that account.
Those are more, Your Honor.
Second, Your Honor.
Moved and second, discussion.
Somebody said that, do you know where we at on the reimbursement that
¿You're gonna leave?
we
She
gonna,
was here.
apply for the, like the $2,500, all the expenditures that we've done, will be coming out of that, right?
Yes, yep. Yeah, and really we need to do this as quickly as possible because we need to spend the 350-some thousand.
No, eso no te da
So that we can, sí, pero they have to be legitimate items.
Sí.
Bueno, pues, no, como que lo arreglamos.
And,
The Oscars.
let's see,
Pero es lo que te digo, we already turned in a bunch of stuff.
yeah.
Now, have they
Yeah,
done
they-
anything about it? Who's
She-
gonna qualify, who's gonna disqualify?
Rose and Maricela have been working on them, I don't know where they're at, but.
Because, you know, Maricela had one thing and Rose had another one totally different.
Yeah, I think they came to an agreement as to what needed to be done.
On the legitimate items, we're probably gonna come short. Do you have any countywide
For what?
to make up
spend
the
it?
difference? I don't think the precincts can, I don't think the precincts can spend that much money.
It will be spent, the county alone, we've already spent more than half of
Pero
it.
te digo, the county,
Yeah, the testing sites, and we're looking into opening another testing site, porque no damos abasto. con ello.
I sent two, I sent two employees get tested, and they sent me a bill to precinct 3. Okay? So I told them to send it over to Reina.
Who sent the bill?
Ya, de la oficina de coronavirus, yo creo, porque
Well, yeah,
vieron la clínica y fueron de aquí del Vázquez, el que le dio la orden. $75 por cada uno. So I told them to send them over down here, because
okay, porque, mira, the thing is this. We, the first time we paid for all the employees to get tested. However, right now it's being abused, you know, and I was talking to Maricela about that. We need to somehow stop. The last bill that we got was $35,000 of people that are getting tested that don't need to be tested. Everyone's running scared.
Nomás porque creen que
Sí,
está malo.
si yo, let's say I test positive. Commissioner Peña was in my office, so you had contact with me. And then Commissioner Garza had contact with you. Commissioner Garza wants to be tested, we're not gonna pay for those. porque you don't need it. It's only the one that had contact. Pero dicen, no, pues I'm scared, I wanna go test, pues anda, but you're gonna pay, we're not.
¿Y lo que está pasando?
Y es lo que está pasando, that's how come,
Yeah.
I mean, we're running into a lot of money.
It's happening every day.
Yeah, because people want, no me cuesta, I'm gonna go test.
Nosotros aquí, bueno, los que fueron nosotros fue cuando estaban, los que estaban en el mismo instante con lo de...
Those we pay.
Y esa gente estaba también porque estaban ahí, por eso los mandamos a estar.
Entonces,
Mari, and, where are we, question came up, where are we with the request for expenditures from coronavirus that were submitted by the precincts?
I've only gone in for one precinct. Oh, no, I haven't even gone in for many precincts. The only ones that I've gone is from the sheriff's office.
¿De los precios no te han mandado nada?
No.
I have mine ready, pero es bien poquito, no.
No, porque es que los otros estaban haciendo toda la lista, pero dicen, no, eso no, que eso va con que se qué, y esto va con que se cae, que este va
Well,
con...
Commissioner, I mean, these are new guidelines that they're sending us. I mean, we're not familiar. They tell us this, they tell us no. We're telling you what they're telling the second time, and then they tell us no, you cannot charge this. So that's what we're trying to go by.
O sea,
I mean,
no,
every
ya
day
sé-
there are different things that we can.
I think we need to submit it just and then
Submit
let
it.
them.
Yeah, I mean,
do it out.
submit them and whatever they
The sheriff
decide.
submitted, and I looked
Yeah.
at the one the sheriff submitted,
Yeah.
and 80% of what he had submitted was not eligible.
Es lo que pasa.
Can you send us some guidelines? So that we
I
can
can,
see what we can submit?
yeah, I can
what
send
we
you some
can-
Mira,
guidelines, yeah.
déjame
We'll help you out with that.
Mira, era es que Rose nos dijo que la lista que le dieron a ella del Governor's Office se habló, aquí está. Yo le iba a decirle, no, dijo, ese va a cualificar en que se quede uno y que se quede otro. Pero ya no había nada que cualificar por lo que traemos nosotros.
Yeah, well, Commissioner, I mean, Rose gets
I'm
more
around-
information than what I do.
I'm
I
around
mean, I'm just getting what's
50,000
emailed through me,
miles.
and then she gets
Yeah.
more information, and I don't get that information.
probably
So
half of that
I'm
will
just
be
telling you,
stuck
giving you what I have.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
If Rose getting an information, no está llegando aquí, she's getting directly from the Governor's Office.
Mhm.
Y acá llega otro, pues entonces, ¿dónde estamos?
Yeah, they should be the same as the interpretation of what it is, but mira, one thing that the sheriff, the issue we had with the sheriff was that he would have, how could I say, one officer, was directing traffic at the testing site for the city, okay? So he says that goes to Corby. No, because that officer was working 8 to 5. So he did not incur any additional expense. Now, if he had hired someone to go and do that, then
Then
it would. So, it's the same thing with our employees.
So that officer was already budgeted for.
Yes.
yes.
So let's say Reina is helping over there, and I wanna submit her because it won't be reimbursed because she's already on payroll.
Bueno, going back to los que estamos, el centro que los cerramos, we did bring in more people y ya estar dando todo el servicio a las casas. Tampoco no va a jalar.
Más gasolina, más wear and tear de todo.
Yeah, bueno, eso sí, the additional expenses, pero el personnel no. No, porque they were already employees. You just assign them to different
Es
duties.
lo que te digo, pues no.
Yeah.
Nos lo van a sacar.
¿Eh?
Yo ya tengo los míos listos, pero yo sé que la mitad me los van a sacar.
Pero send them como quiera, we'll look at it,
¿Para qué gastas papeles?
we'll try and do it, pero,
Pero let's get the guidelines first and then we'll go
Yeah.
from there.
yeah. Yeah, pero it's, I mean, they're.
Me mandas una Marisela, acá, right?
I had already submitted to you. I had already given it
You
to you.
did?
Yes.
Con Anita?
No, with you. When I gave each one of y'all a copy here.
Ah, sí.
Well, submit it, send it
Again, I'll send it again.
Send it.
Yeah.
No, yo tengo las copias, pero
Yeah.
pues, como te digo, muy
Yeah.
bueno para lo que decía.
And there, and I
Yeah, that
believe
can be
there,
working.
it tells you specifically what, like if it's budgeted, you cannot charge them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You cannot you cannot reimburse back your budget. I mean, it specifically states on there, like,
You cannot
basically,
reimburse your budget,
no,
pues entonces ¿de dónde salió? ¿O de dónde lo pagamos?
I mean, no, like those that are already, like your 8 to 5 employees,
Pero,
payroll,
Yeah,
the 8 to 5 employees. Because
Okay,
they're
okay.
already employed from 8 to 5. So that you cannot get reimbursed for that because they are already budgeted for
But you
working from
have
8 to
to-
5.
you have where to spend it, I mean, or to allocate the money, don't you?
yeah, see, the 1.8 million, which is the total that we were gonna get, my thoughts were, of course, to pay off our expenses, our additional expenses that we've had, plus some of that money, the bulk of that money, going what, the self-help thing, to help people that cannot pay their rent, that
Right.
cannot pay their utilities because of the COVID, they're
That's
laid
gonna
off.
happen
You know.
again.
That is where I thought we could spend the, most of the money.
We want to just, pero no lo van a sacar, I mean, at the end, we're gonna end up with about 20-some thousand expensive money.
Yeah, and that's okay, you know, as long as they make us whole, como lo que hemos gastado nosotros, we spent, maybe between 150, 200,000,
Yeah.
you know, because of this thing. So, but we need to spend the 300,000 before we can ask for the remaining 1.5 million. And then once we have that 1.5, that will go out to the community.
And you're not done spending.
Goes to the commissioners,
No, to the
Community.
community.
o sea, nosotros quedamos donde mismo.
Well, no es lo mismo, you know, it's any additional expense that you have.
And we do have some, just, pero va a ser
Yeah,
poco,
yeah.
no va a ser tanto así.
Bueno, y las zanahorias que tiraron aquí tampoco no se pueden meter. Por eso que, pues como yo digo, yo tuve,
Agarrate también.
yo fui hasta la red una vez y traje una traída toda podrida, puse a meter los marranos, ni el gas que gasté, no dejando, y aquellas las zanahorias esas que están nacidas y, no, a lo mejor puedo meter eso ahí. Ah, pero aquel no es comisionado. Ese era bueno.
Any other question? Okay,
We're still on 28, Judge? You haven't,
I haven't called for a
No, sir.
motion. Is there a motion to approve item 28, that's the setting up of the account?
So, you know,
second.
Moved in second, discussion. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Anything that needs to be reported? If not, it is 10:30 and pursuant to section 551.074 and 551.071, we will go into executive session to discuss order salaries, the ASO plan for 2021, the renewal, and to discuss with the court for the purpose of hiring legal counsel. Their order of salaries,
Your Honor, on that one, we will, motion to approve and discuss in executive session.
second motion.
moved and second, discussion. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. The next thing we covered was the ASO plan for the 21 renewal.
Okay, motion to go out for proposals for the ASO plan year for 2021.
Second motion.
Moved and second, discussion. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
And then the other thing we discussed was the hiring of counsel, legal counsel for, to
Transfer station.
for
Okay,
the
this
transfer station. yeah.
We, motion to authorize the county judge to hire legal counsel if needed.
Second motion.
Okay, moved in second, discussion. All in favor, please aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries, and then,
Motion to adjourn.
I've got a motion to adjourn, is there a second? Second, discussion. All in favor, please aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you so much.